YouTube, what the crap's going on? Welcome back to Operation Air's Gamble. I went back a couple of turns and reloaded that save so we could start from there. And we have to gamble to get control of the Reikland, basically, is what we're going to have to do. I'm going to need some more units over here to help me. So I'm going to go ahead and recruit one, and I'm going to get in position to try and thwack my enemies here. It's been a rough start to this campaign. I started off trying to take the Reikland, and I was foiled in doing so because I lost a battle early, and while I was replenishing, the idiots who own part of it now came in and screwed up everything. We got a witch hunter? Oh man, that's fantastic. That's so fantastic. I need this witch hunter, something fierce. So that witch hunter will be a huge help to this army, so we can actually get rid of heroes pretty easily. I'm recruiting as many swordsmen into this army as I can because we're going to need them.
The Empire.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and declare war, and what I'll do is go after this army.
I will not obey. You summon me.
And then we will have to quickly take these other two provinces of the Reikland. The Dwarves are probably going to join these guys in war too, so it could still get ugly. Yeah, the Dwarves joined them. But these guys are marching fast, so it's going to make them tired in combat, and it should give us a good chance to help. I'm just going to drop that on one of those sword units. Let's go ahead and fight this. Alright, so Eben von Leibwitz. We've got to take this guy out, or Leibwitz, whatever it is. Should I gamble? Should I not gamble? I'm not going to gamble. Let's start the deployment. I got a Vortex, Searing Doom, Plague of Rust. So Plague of Rust is going to take away a huge bunch of armor from the enemy troops. And then we could maybe hit that golden hounds thing there too. Searing Doom's also strong versus multiple combatants. I still don't have a reliable way to get rid of the enemy lord in this army. I'm going to need a direct damage spell with Balthasar, but we should be able to unlock one soon.
The Empire ensures. Sparta's the target.
Let's see what we got. They have a mortar, and I'm going to want to take that mortar out. I'm going to deploy over there, and I'm going to have to move up pretty quickly because of the mortar. Let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to start moving forward. The AI is moving forward a little bit too. I'm going to bring my cavalry in over here and see if we can get a hold of this mortar. Where's my Plague of Rust? Right here. Does it only affect one unit? It looks like it only affects one unit. That's unfortunate. Let's start focusing down some of these units. Good place. Let's go ahead and drop that in here. Go attack the spearmen over there. Just kind of making a general attack on the AI right now. And I'm going to try and use this Empire General, chase off some of these crossbows. Let's keep killing other crossbows. We're getting rid of their mortar. Gonna have to fall back from those spearmen. We are successfully wrecking a whole lot of their crossbows. And I've got those crossbows tied down. Let's go fight these spearmen, and let's see if we can use Balthasar to help. Use the Plague of Rust right there. And then I'm going to use the Searing Doom right there also.
Crossbows ready, General! Beheld and hammer!
Okay.
Yes, General!
Should be done with their mortar at any moment. Let's get rid of these guys.
Fight, men!
Got some pretty decent hits there.
Awaiting
Let's start
orders!
firing into this
Sigma! Guide
infantry
our
blob
fire!
there.
To the Emperor!
I think we can get rid of their crossbows.
Sigma!
Let's bring Balthasar up to help bolster morale. Let's do another Searing Doom right here.
Feel my ire.
Okay, that's helping right there. Making some progress, and that little group right there got hammered pretty hard. Am I really having a hard time getting rid of crossbows with pistoliers? Looks like it. Okay, so we cleaned that fight up. Let's use our crossbows here. Let's bring this Empire General over here, or the Empire Captain. Oh, crap.
Take the ground!
Gelt is under attack now. We're going to have to bring this Empire Captain over here in a hurry.
Yes, General! Taking position!
Okay, our crossbows have chased that guy out.
Sir!
Okay, alright, Gelt is safe.
By Ulrich's wrath! Ready!
I'm going to use my
March!
cavalry here.
Yes, General!
Let's find another good target for some of my crossbows. I'm going to move them over here. Empire Captain right through that gap, please.
Yes, General!
Really? I lost one of my pistoliers.
Pistoliers!
Some of their guys have come back from routing and they're shooting my
Sigma!
pistoliers. Okay, I've got to attack this dork here. Let's get Gelt.
My will
I can do another Searing Doom right here. Both my pistoliers are
Spearmen!
wavering. Crap, I pulled my spearman out of that fight. Didn't mean to do that. We are actually starting to wrap up some of this fight here because we just broke through there, but the enemy crossbows are a problem.
Sigma's heir! Formation! Sigma pulls! March!
My Empire Captain is getting some good damage done there.
Arena listen!
I need to get my crossbows up close enough to hit theirs, though, because I'm losing a lot of men to their regrouped crossbows.
We are Sigma's heirs!
Move up into this gap, please.
Yes, General!
You all get ready to go through this gap. My Pistolier cavalry's back. We push their spearmen off over here.
Swordsman!
These sword units can fall around into there.
Spearmen!
Let's try and break up this gap a little bit. Okay, we routed these guys, and we've routed their legendary, or their lord too. So it's an ugly victory, but it's going to be a victory. I'm going to try and chase as many of their troops down as I can. Let's go out here chasing, and I need to make sure that their lord dies. He's going to go down.
ready for war. Affirmative. To battle.
Yeah, okay, good. We're just chasing all these routing units, and we should catch quite a few of them. Got my cavalry moving in. My Empire Captain killed those guys. Let's go chase this group over here.
Spearmen! We are Sigma's
Wow, that was really fortunate for my army to pull that off. Definitely had to rely on the magic. I really need some direct damage spells. I have that Witch Hunter, but I kind of need him in the other army. I'm going to go chase down these crossbowmen, because without their crossbowmen, they're going to be a lot more vulnerable to my pistoliers. This group were getting lots of chase down kills. Their guys started this battle very tired, and I'm kind of surprised that they're still able to run away from me so effectively.
ready for war! Swordsman! The Empire endures!
Is that one of my units routing up there? Like, why am I having trouble clicking an attack order?
Ready for war!
Just start moving our crossbowmen this way. Pistoliers are hunting these guys down, so we should be able to get rid of their crossbows for good. There's one more crossbow unit over there that's got quite a few men.
Ready!
Let's go give it a beating before it hits the red line.
Swordsman!
Okay, my Empire Captain's going to catch up to this blob of swordsmen and spearmen.
Spearmen!
My other guys are never going to catch up.
Crossbowmen! We are Sigma's heirs! Quickly!
Okay, Pistoliers.
Serve!
Pretty much wrecked these guys.
Round!
Let's take the Pistoliers over here. Start getting those swordsmen. The enemy guys started the battle more tired than me, but now they're actually outrunning me. like completely outpacing me. My Empire captain here, Sextus, chasing down the helpless enemy. These guys made it off the battlefield already. Get him, Sextus. Teach these dirtbags a lesson. Let's go chase those swordsmen. Get into these guys here. Balthasar is actually kind of catching up finally. There we go. Catch this last little blob of them. We need to jack their army up very much here. All right. So we've got these guys pretty jacked up at this point. And we're going to kill most of these remaining swordsmen. Some of them are still making a beeline for the edge of the map. Kill most of those spearmen. There we go. No survivors, please. No survivors. That would be preferable. Let's get in here close and see some of these guys getting run down. The Pistolier's looking all kinds of good here. All right. Let's quit the battle. That should be a pretty solid victory for us. So that means that this army cannot threaten my other settlement over there. That's why I wanted to go ahead and come in and wipe these guys out. I'm going to go ahead and replenish off of them so that I can keep moving. And I'm going to let that army flee away just because it's kind of worthless at the moment. There's no need to chase it down entirely, I don't think. So I'm going to move right here, and we'll quickly move over and start hitting their province. The Witch Hunter is on the way over, so let's just see if our little scheme is going to work here. Sextus is ranked up, and we're going to give him Devastating Charge. Okay, these guys are falling back. That's exactly what we want. The Dwarves, though, are probably about to get involved. We're going to need to be quick here. We're going to need to be very quick.
It is time.
This army is in good enough shape to just come up here and hit Helmgart. Took quite a bit of damage doing it, but it's going to be okay. I definitely need to sack them
On march.
because I'm making very little money right now.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
And we're going to go ahead and occupy.
The Empire.
So Balthasar has leveled up. That is very good. I definitely need a direct damage spell, and it's this one right here, the Final Transmutation. So if I go ahead and get Evasion, on the next upgrade, I should be able to finally get a direct damage spell to help take out enemy lords. So that will be a huge benefit to me. And what I want to do is quickly take Eilhart and see if these guys will make peace with me. That way, if the dwarves keep coming, we can just focus on the dwarves, and we'll have finally captured the entirety of the Reikland. We don't need this building there. And until I get this blacksmith finished, there's a few units that I still cannot recruit. Let's use some of the money that we got from sacking to make an upgrade to a couple of these buildings. And I think we're going to have to end another turn. I definitely need the Witch Hunter in this army as quickly as possible. It's going to really help protect this army against attacks.
I will not obey. So,
They're going to be fairly weak, but we've got a bunch of guys piled up there.
preparing rites of exorcism.
Let's see. We have terrible chances of assassinating this guy. And also terrible chances here. Let's just forget it.
Be calm.
Just deploy the hero. Get some experience that way. We are making almost no money.
You are not welcome in my court, yet here you are.
Okay, Wissenlen wants peace. I'm not willing to give it to him just yet because they have one more settlement that I need, and then I will give them a peace treaty because they'll probably want it. And like I said, at that point we can try and focus on the dwarves, who are no doubt going to come down and try and attack us. Assault a garrison? That's annoying. I'm going to welcome the migration at this point.
The nation.
Our army is retrained enough to go hit Eilhart real fast. Okay. And once again, we're going to sack it.
Follow me. Ready.
And we're going to take it, occupy. So actually making a little bit of money once again, though it's not a lot. And now we should be able to pull up diplomacy and try and make peace with Wissenland. And this will only be temporary, of course.
I
but
talk to you, the Grand Theogenist.
I'll try and make peace with the 2 dwarfs who are at war with me, but they probably won't take
Come
it.
then, messenger.
Nope. They're going to be jerks. So we're going to have to give them a beatdown and then offer them peace. So we're going to need to get Gelt ready as quickly as possible. We have that Witch Hunter. Gelt still can't take out enemy lords on his own because he doesn't have a direct damage spell, but he will soon. Give Sextus the Deadly Blade. There we go. We can issue a commandment here. Public order we don't really need. Tax rate certainly wouldn't hurt. Growth wouldn't hurt either. Let's go ahead and throw some growth here. And we can put another building down here. We can probably just put the weaving house. Try and get a little bit of income. We can also upgrade that. Alright. We finally own the Reikland. After how long? And Balthasar now has final transmutation, so I can actually now target enemy lords at 200 meters and start to eat away at their health. So that's going to be extremely helpful, especially if the dwarfs come down to attack me here. We're going to have to convince the dwarfs that they no longer want to be at war with me. Finally own the dang Reikland, though. It's not much, but it's a start. So, let's see. I'm going to safeguard against the chaos corruption because I certainly don't need any of that crap right now. And I'm going to bring Gelt down here closer to where he can face the dwarfs. Then the dwarfs can move underground, remember?
Don't think so.
And they've both got pretty decent armies here. I'm going to continue to try and get them to...
Talk at me in your crude language if you must. I make no promises as to the outcome.
I want a peace treaty, you dummy. Payments, there's no reason for you to be fighting me. Still, or no, I'm not going to demand it. I'll offer it. Payments. It's not even starting to tilt this in my favor, even. Stupid dwarfs. So, we're just going to have to beat the crap out of them to where they actually want to surrender some. Which they won't want to do. Not easily, at least. But at least we've got the Reikland secured, and we can go ahead and work on building the Reikland up, which is going to be wildly important here.
The Empire.
Can I recruit? I think I can actually recruit more. You've recruited the maximum number of units. I can actually recruit quite a few more units now, but they have way more upkeep like great swords do. Empire Knights have a lot of upkeep as well, but man, those are going to be handy units and we need them. Okay. Really going to have to probably just win a big fight against the dwarfs in order to convince them to take peace. Otherwise, I doubt they're going to be interested. And I don't want to go up into their lands for the fight. I'd rather fight it down in my territory. Wissenland has an army walking around in my lands. But we're okay for now. Wonder what would happen. So how far down here does Wissenland go? They've got all of this province, and then I think one more settlement somewhere. I can't focus all my attention. That's going to be my problem. If I ignore the dwarves, they're going to make me pay for it, and I can't push forward into Wissenland in my current state. That give me some growth and casualty replenishment. Definitely want to go ahead and upgrade the clothier as well. Okay, we can do more research now. Supply wagons, global recruitment capacity. Improved cavalry armor. Weapon strength. Armor for pistoliers. Mounted musician. Charge bonus for cavalry units +5. Upkeep -5 for Empire Knights and Reiksguard. Upkeep for pistoliers and outriders. And recruitment costs. Let's start here with warhorse breeding. Start to drop some of the upkeep cost on some of my cavalry that I want to recruit. Every little bit helps. Should help quite a bit, actually. I'm going to go ahead and start off by kicking these 2 spear units out and disband them. And let's go ahead and bring in a couple of Empire Knights.
Very well, I will do this.
Let's see, this is my light wizard. Prime mover. Let's do that. There we go. We're actually getting a little bit of money now, even with our 2 armies. It's not a lot, but man, it feels great after all that we've been through. If I can just get those dwarfs to make peace with me, I could actually focus on some other provinces, which would be great. Quest successful. We got iron, so a reward of 1,500. That's going to be helpful. Mission failed. Oh well, we'll live. Here's one of the dwarf armies that's coming out after us, but I'm going to have to wait a turn to try and fight it. I'm actually going to probably train a couple of pistoliers into this army. Let's go ahead and end another turn, and then we'll go attack that dwarf army. If we can defeat a big army of theirs, they might be more likely to try and make peace with us because it'll weaken them considerably. They're over there close to Grunberg. War fervor, +6 leadership. Let's just risk the wrath. I don't really care. Okay, I've got my Empire Knights. All of a sudden, my income is way back down again, of course. I think these dwarves are set up in an ambush or something, or they've moved underground. I don't know. We'll go see if we can find them. Alright, let's upgrade this to try and get some more money. Not going to hurt to get some extra growth going. And then here, we don't really need public order right now, so let's just go with fields and just really try and get the growth fired up in this province. Okay, so one of my Empire captains is ranked up. Let's give him Blade Master. And then one of my lords is ranked up. We'll give him Hard to Hit. Here we go. We've actually accomplished something. We actually own the Reikland. Okay, now these guys... Okay, look, they're going to both come attack me. This is okay. My army's in good shape. Yes, there's a lot of dwarfs. They have a lot of these quarrelers with great weapons, and they're decent in melee. Their dwarf warrior line's not particularly great, but these Empire Knights should really help me. The grudge throwers, though, are a serious problem. They will cause a ton of damage to me. I am able to kill legendary lords with Balthasar Gelt now, so that's going to be a huge benefit. These guys, though, are probably coming onto the battlefield from behind me, though, based on where this is at in the campaign map. If that's the case, we should be able to wipe out their reinforcements quickly. And I need to deal with those grudge throwers because they will get hundreds of kills if they go unchecked, especially on this difficulty setting. I'm actually not going to gamble the Winds of Magic because that's fairly decent. And I'm going to deploy my army back here, hidden in the woods.
For Heldenhammer! Yes, General!
And Empire Captain back here. And my knights. I'm going to hide some knights here too. And my pistoliers, I'm actually going to forward deploy towards the dwarf deployment in case I get a chance to go after the grudge throwers. No, this is where the enemy reinforcements are coming on. Let's actually do this. I'm going to deploy these guys here, just on the back side of this hill.
Pistoliers! Yes, General!
And with my guys hidden, this is actually a good position up here, because my guys can hide and be on top of this hill.
Empire endures!
Heldenhammer! That's an order!
Okay. Start deployment. I want all these guys right up here so we can quickly... Blobbing is a bit of a risk because there's going to be grudge throwers around. Okay, I haven't left anybody back there. start the battle. I'm going to go into slow motion. And I'm going to pull all my swordsmen up right here. This is going to be a nice position for him. Same thing with my crossbows. Balthasar Gelt. Okay. The enemy reinforcements are going to come on here. If they leave their stuff behind... Did I ever get Gelt on a warhorse? No. So he's still going to be slow. I'm going to move my my Empire Knights up over here. As soon as we see their grudge throwers come onto the battlefield, I'm going to try... Oh yeah, here they come. So let's see where and how fast the reinforcements march. I'm going to hit play. Most of my guys are hidden due to line of sight, and they should stay hidden in these woods. So it's going to be a very good position for me. And if these dwarves are impatient, they may leave their grudge throwers behind. And killing off 2 grudge throwers would be a huge win for me here. I don't think they're going to have line of sight if I move up the Pistoliers. Yeah, my whole army except for this no, that crossbow just went hidden as well. They've still got some troops nearby, and my Pistoliers are considerably weak. I'm going to try and push this shock cavalry across right here. Oh, this is a good opportunity, though. Well, those quarrelers, though, they're still quarrelers with great weapons nearby. I need to let them separate themselves a little bit from the grudge throwers, because they could still damage my Pistoliers pretty badly. I don't know, though. If I come in from the backside, it should work out. And then I've got my Empire Knights for backup here. Okay, yeah, they're too far away to support their grudge throwers now. I'm actually thinking about just... Let's melee attack these guys so they can't hit me with the grudge thrower. I'm going to take my guys off fire at will, and I'm going to bring Empire Knights in to help finish this. So we're going to take out 2 grudge throwers here. This is going to be wildly helpful for me. Oh crap, their grudge throwers from over there now are firing at me though, because they can see me. Let's hurry up and get this done and get out of there. I'm losing a few Pistoliers here. Okay, so their grudge throwers are going to be as good as gone, and we're going to do so hopefully with minimal losses. That grudge thrower's... it's going to get some hits on me, especially with me being all blobbed up. Just got to get that grudge thrower off the battlefield.
Yes, General. No lingering. For the Emperor. Yes, sir, quickly.
Okay. Put those guys on fire at will so we can just really destroy what's left of the grudge throwers. And now I'm going to move out so that the enemy grudge throwers that can still see me don't do any good. Okay, these guys should be shattered. Good. Okay, so 2 grudge throwers down. The AI attacked me. I win if the time runs out. Okay, all my cavalry's re-hidden. So the AI is going to have to come find me. All my guys are hidden. Winds of Magic are fully charged. I'm not going to move out of the woods with the grudge throwers around. These grudge throwers are actually moving towards me for some idiotic reason. My guys are hidden, though. The grudge throwers aren't going to be able to see them. I think the AI is just moving that way because that's the last place where they spotted all my troops. So let's lead them over here. Okay, all my cavalry is hidden once again. And let's bring some of my cavalry over here, and let's leave my Empire Knights on the high ground. Okay, so the AI moving forward. I'm gonna move my crossbows forward in the woods. What are they shooting at? What can they see? They can see my Pistoliers? Really? They're behind a hill and in the woods. I find that highly unlikely. Okay, my Pistolier's finally hidden again. Okay, my crossbows are about to have a great ambush position here. So I'm about to hammer their quarrelers with great weapons.
Understood.
Let's bring Balthasar up, Empire Captain.
Steady, men.
Alright, so my crossbows are up on the hill in the woods. We're going to really hammer these quarrelers with great weapons. Let's go into slow motion here for just a second, though, so I can kind of assess the situation. A lot of the dwarf infantry still lagging behind, and they do have a ton of quarrelers. And quarrelers are pretty good units. These dwarf warriors are moving up. I may have to intercept them. In fact, I'm going to have to intercept them. So let's move up to do that. Do we see an enemy lord close enough for Balthasar to start screwing with? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm going to use the direct... Where's my direct damage spell? Right here. We're going to use it on this guy. Iron Pick. Okay, so where's my swordsman? Where's my swordsman? I can't see them. Here they are. Okay, we're pushing the dwarf infantry back. Okay, we took out their first quarreler unit. I'm going to target another quarreler with great weapons. I'm going to actually go ahead and... It's so hard to see what's going on in the woods. I'm going to start pushing these guys further down the hill. My swordsman can go ahead and attack those dwarf warriors. And then these swordsmen can kind of move down the hill over here. I've got my Empire Knights hidden. And we need to get rid of their grudge throwers. So let's take my pistoliers to go get rid of their grudge throwers because they're quick moving. And let's see how dead Iron Pick is. He's definitely starting to lose some health, and the spell was cast. And let's bring our Empire. Let's attack those quarrelers with great weapons. Quarrelers with great weapons. I'm going to move around the flank. I got an extra sword unit. Let's bring it over to reinforce. Okay. Keep attacking the quarrelers with great weapons. I've got my swordsmen. Attack those quarrelers. Attack there. Attack there. Go take those guys out. Empire Knights, move around. Let's go get in back behind these dwarfs. I'm going to plug this gap up. And let's pause it real quick and find an enemy lord. Because my direct damage spell's back up. It's kind of hard to see what's going on down here in this blob. Okay, there's Iron Pick, and he didn't take hardly any damage from that last one that we did to him. I'm going to cast it on Iron Pick again. Okay, my Pistoliers are going to attack. Bring my Empire Knights around. Iron Pick is taking a little damage, finally. I'm going to smash these Dwarf Warriors, and I'm going to come over here and hit these Quarrelers with great weapons. Okay, my crossbow's finished off another target. I'm going to pick another Quarreler with great weapons and target it. I'm going to cycle charge these Dwarf Warriors. Let's go get the Grudge Thrower real quick. Pistoliers are taking out that Grudge Thrower. Let's just kind of keep pushing our swordsmen forward into the fights. It is incredibly difficult to see what's going on right now. I need more Winds of Magic, so let's use this. Okay, this Grudge Thrower should be gone. That one's gone. I can now move my Pistoliers up to take point-blank shots. Empire Knights got rid of that other Grudge Thrower. I'm going to use these Empire Knights for a rear charge here on the Dwarf Warriors once again. And let's see, Gelt has enough Winds of Magic now. Let's see, here's one of the Dwarf. That Iron Pick, man, he's got some... it's one of my... Let's cycle this unit out. Where's my other Empire Knight? Woo! Man, it is still an ugly, ugly fight. Let's bring the swordsman back into combat here. I'm going to keep cycling my cavalry around. Right here, these Dwarf Warriors should go down. Let's watch my Empire Knights. So should be getting some really nice charges with the Empire Knights. I think the Dwarves are breaking up. Indeed they are. So I'm actually not going to end the battle. I'm going to start chasing down their big blocks of routing troops. And let's take these Pistoliers and go after these Quarrelers with great weapons. Miners. Where's one of their lords? I'm going to get my crossbows to quit firing. My crossbows did spectacularly in this battle. All I can see is like little routing flags. I can't tell. Okay, there's Iron Pick. Let's send an Empire Knights after Iron Pick. Alright, my Quarrelers got him there. I don't know if we actually killed either one of the Dwarf Lords, but they've routed. Dwarf Warriors. Let's chase this unit down. Okay, yeah, we're going to get to Iron Pick with this unit. Pistoliers, chase down most of these Quarrelers with great weapons. Let's come chase down these Dwarf Warriors. Alright, Iron Pick's getting hit. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill him before he gets off the map, but we should be able to at least put some hurt on him. I'm going to start running Balthasar this way, just in case we can get him within 200 meters. We can use that direct damage spell, so that'll certainly help finish him off quicker. He's not taking much damage from my cavalry. Does Balthasar have the thing that makes him faster? He does not. Okay. Let's actually just go ahead and use the direct damage spell on that guy. And if he can get close enough, he can get close enough. I think we will have done a lot of damage here, so we're going to have successfully... Man, that Iron Pick guy is just not dying. Just not getting many hits in on him because he just keeps running. And my guys aren't really made for this type of fighting. But like I said, if we can get lucky and get Gelt within spell range, we should be able to light this guy up. Where's Gelt? Come here, buddy. Still out of range. Come on, Gelt. Says I'm in range. Let's try it. Okay. I think he cast it. This guy is pretty tough. He took a couple of these direct damage spells, and it's... How much hit points does he have? I mean, I got a direct damage spell going. Oh, I think Dwarfs have magic resistance of some sort, because he is not taking any damage from that spell. Bring Balthasar over there. Dwarf Warriors are getting killed. Okay, we'll just see if my Empire Knights can finish this. Iron Pick is definitely taking a beating here. And now I've got Balthasar up there attacking him too. Die, Iron Pick. Good crap, man. This guy's like unkillable. I mean, I thought Grimgore Ironhide was bad. My guys are just not made to actually do any damage to him, unfortunately. I need like more armor-piercing units. Alright, come on. Balthasar, you got some magic. Let's put some Plague of Rust on this dope. That might cut his armor out of the way. There we go. Finally killed him. Let's see if Karak Norn will take a peace treaty from us now that we've killed their army and one of their lords and survived with our army. Those Empire Knights, man, they were definitely important there. My swordsman did pretty decent in combat against the Dwarf Warriors. Wow, we got a lot of loot off that guy too. That's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and execute the captives, so I don't have time to deal with that. Ambusher discovered. Yeah, well, we discovered him, and now he's dead. We stole a sword from the enemy, and now we got a pit fighter. Follower gained for character of your choosing. Wound recovery time. We gained a lot of followers right there, so that was a pretty important victory.
On march.
The dwarfs are going to keep running away, but I'm going to go ahead and finish these guys off. They lost another lord there.
Very well. I'll move.
And we gained the Sword of Battle, which is not all that useful, but
Moving on.
there we go. So we did a ton of damage to the dwarfs. Let's go up here and see if they are any more inclined towards a peace treaty after having...
I am not in a good
Yeah,
mood,
that's what I thought.
darling.
Thank you. So one more dwarf faction that is...
You dare approach a
Hold
lord
out
of
on
the
peace.
Dowie in such a manner?
Ah! Alright, good. There we go. I'm no longer at war with anybody. So that's going to be massively helpful. Massively helpful.
These lands are ours by the right granted from the lady.
So happy. So we've got the Reikland. We do not have any wars at the moment, so we've got peace on our borders.
Are you?
I'm not making a ton of money, but we're doing okay. What do I get here? Construction cost minus 10%. Let's do that. Anybody else here got any good deployment? We got a witch hunter, captain, light wizard. That witch hunter might be almost more handy over here than Sextus. Sorry, Sextus. Just the witch hunter has that accusation thing, and it is crazy helpful. Well, I'm going to leave him in this army, though, because that army needs the help in case we get attacked. Taking out an enemy lord quick is going to be one of our only options. See if there's anything else good over here. Transmutation of lead takes away tons of attack and damage for enemy units that are in its area of effect. So that would be... Wow, power drain? That's going to be cool. We've got lots of good stuff coming there with Balthasar. Anyway, I'm out of time for this episode. We've got some security right now in the Empire. Some security. We're not done yet. We got a lot more work to do, but I'll see you all back on the next episode.